live by the standards of culture. Don't engage in things that you're never meant to engage in. It's okay to wait until you're married. That's what God had intended you to do for a reason, to protect you from yourself. Because you think you're just doing physical exchanges, but it's deeper than just a physical exchange. It's deeper than that. And as a young person, you need to wrap your head around the truth that it's more than just this moment where I just want to feel good. It's more than this moment where I'm just going to give myself to this person because if I don't, they're going to leave me. It's more than devaluing yourself to the point to where you just do whatever you need to because you don't want to be alone. So you'll let anybody come to you. You'll let anybody be with you because you just don't want to be alone. This is what culture has built around you to make you feel like it's okay. And it's not. Because it's not how God intended us to live. And life isn't fun living that way. It sucks. I've lived that way. And it's not fun. Because when you choose to live this way, all you're doing is that when you get to the point where you find your spouse, you're going to have to go through some healing. You're going to have to go and actually relive all those things that you chose to go through. And you have to let God actually come in and heal those issues before you can have a happy and a healthy marriage. Because because like I said, it's a spiritual exchange. It doesn't just leave you. You got to deal with it sooner or later. And the best thing you can do is to save that purity for your spouse. It's not worth allowing all these other people to have a piece of you that God meant for your husband or your wife to have. It's not worth it. Because oftentimes when you cross those physical boundaries, that's all you choose to pursue. You no longer care about the person's intellect or how smart they are or how cool they are. You've already made a covenant with that person. And it makes it difficult to disconnect. There's no fruit into living in a sexually immoral lifestyle. Because sin feels good. That's the reality. Sin feels good. And if you don't learn how to filter your mind through Jesus, you will always struggle with that sin. If you don't learn how to filter your life through Jesus, you will always struggle with it. Because the reality is, sin does feel good. And it feels good for a reason. But if you don't learn how to filter your mind through Jesus, you'll always struggle. So how do we filter our thoughts through Jesus? How do you filter your thoughts through Jesus? Ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1 is this: does this thought/action honor God? All these 3 thoughts apply to any decision or anything you choose to do in your life. You can apply these thoughts, these moments of action to where you can sit back and ask yourself, if I do this, will this honor God? So if I sleep with my boyfriend or girlfriend tonight, will this honor God? If I go hook up with this random person I don't know, will this honor God? If I sneak out of my house and go hang out with these people when I'm not supposed to, does this honor God? And if you can say to yourself, no, what should you do? Not do it, right? So ask yourself these questions. It'll help you, at least. I mean, some of you probably ask yourself this question and say no and just do it anyway. But ask yourself, does this thought/action honor God? Second is this: does this thought or action reflect Jesus? We're called to mirror Jesus. We're called to be like Jesus. So does these thoughts or actions, do they reflect Jesus? So me doing these things, if the world sees me doing these things, will they see Jesus or will they see my sin? Will they see Jesus or will they actually just recognize themselves within me? Because I'm just like the world. Does these thoughts or actions reflect Jesus? And the third thing is this: what does the Bible say about this? The Bible has a lot to say about sexual immorality, has a lot to say about anything that you're dealing with. The Bible has something to say about it. What does the Bible have to say about this? Because when you get to this question, what you're doing is that you're choosing to take it out of your own opinions, out of what you're feeling, and you're choosing to go back to the foundation of your faith, which is the Word of God, and allowing God to make the decision and not allowing your feelings to make the decision. And this is extremely difficult if you're not spending time with the Lord. Because there's not going to be anything that's going to make you feel like you need to go to the Word of God for it. So what does the Bible have to say about this? 1 Thessalonians